And 23 ABC's Allison Gargaro breaks down the extreme seasons we've had last year and how this year could also mean another drought on the horizon. Right, Allison?
Tim and Jessica, 2017 brought a winter filled with rain and snow, a summer with record-breaking heat, and a fall with those roaring wildfires. But as we head into 2018, conditions are far different from what we were seeing this time last year.
In 2017, we saw just about everything here in Bakersfield, from wet conditions to record-breaking heat and even the possible return of the drought. The National Weather Service just released its 2017 year in review, which explains why 2017 was much warmer than average but ended with near-normal precipitation. We start with January. It brought record levels of rain across the valley thanks to two events, dumping up to 2 inches each. The winter we are seeing now, a completely different story.
This time last year, the Kern River was flowing due to many water releases up in Lake Isabella. Now, here in Bakersfield, it's completely dry.
Numerous reasons why things are different this winter from last winter. You know, last December and January, we saw a bunch of atmospheric rivers. So we had a lot of that tropical moisture being blown in. This year, we had a high pressure ridge in place, which kept all that moisture well away from us.
The spring brought the return of dry conditions. Very strong winds caused dozens of trees to topple over because of loosened soil from record-breaking rain just a month ago. Triple-digit heat returned to the valley on May the 4th, which marked the first day of temperatures above 100 degrees in 2017.
We live in what I like to say the world's biggest bathtub. The air gets in here and it's hard to get it out. So you need something to scour the water out or the air out of here.
By the time June came around, the snowpack remained deep in the mountains. The summer heat caused the snowpack to melt rapidly, creating large amounts of runoff into the Kern River.
The reason the Kern River was moving so fast for so long this year is because of all the snowpack that was in place. We continuously replenishing that water. That's why in the city of Bakersfield you can actually see the Kern River with water in it. Even into like August and September, I was quite surprised.
Temperatures soared above 110 for much of July, August, and even the first few days of September, causing 2017 to be the second warmest year on record.
If you think of the United States as, you know, Oklahoma being the base of a teeter-totter, the cold air sinks on the East Coast, hot air comes up on the West Coast.
September also brought the start of wildfire season.
So last year we had all that precipitation that grew up all the grasses very, very high. So the reason we continue to see fires produce in October, November, and December, especially across Southern California, had to do with the dry conditions staying in place.
The warming trend stayed alive well into November, with highs in the 80s, even up to 90 degrees some days, which is 20 degrees warmer than average. We rounded out the year very dry due to a persistent high-pressure system. As we begin 2018, dry conditions look to continue. We've already seen record-breaking heat, but the Weather Service isn't worried.
We're definitely in a deficit for precipitation. Because we have such a good water storage right now across the state from last winter, we're actually in a pretty good shape. Now, if these things were to continue into next winter, then we might start to see more and more problems.
The National Weather Service warns it only takes one good storm to bring flooding.
So be prepared, even in the driest of times, we can have major flooding.
We've been seeing above average temperatures and dry conditions during the last 3 months, which have helped to expand the drought in the Southwest. The U.S. Drought Monitor report released earlier this month showed that for the first time in a year, a small portion of Kern County, including down near Frazier Park, has been upgraded to severe drought status. Tim and Jess?